So here we go. We are in our new office. So I just wanted to do a short little video to show where the money is going from all the folks that have been so kind to actually try to support Silicon Dojo over at DonorBox. So you've been following along, or if you are a donor, you will know about 3.5 months ago I rented a 270 square foot office right over that way in the same office building. The reason that I rented such a small office was because at that time, the mask mandate was still fully in effect, and so I didn't really think I'd be able to have anybody in the office, frankly, until August or September. And of course, 3 weeks after I got that office, the mask mandate disappeared, and I was able to start doing classes over there, start trying to do things, and I found that it was just way, way, way too small. Again, one of the most important things if you're going to try to sell something is that you have to believe in the product that you're selling. And when you've got a 270 square foot office, it's it's kind of hard to sell the idea of shoving any more people in there. So anyways, I was actually able to move within the building that I was already in, basically to the other side of the building, and we were able to get this space. So this space is somewhere between 500 to 600 square feet, depending on how you do that real estate math. And this is large enough to actually try to prove the Silicon Dojo concept out. So if we flip around, basically we have this little section over here. So as you can see, this is an 8-foot table. So you can see I could put a couple of 8-foot tables here with chairs around them. We have the parts bin, we have our little bookshelf, we have the snack area and all of that kind of thing. And this is the section over here of the room. Then you have over here, this is more where I'm actually going to be presenting the classes from. So we have our nice big screen TV. I did splurge a little bit. I splurged and I bought a StarTech. This is a little, LCD screen stand. So in order to be able to just move this thing around, I bought that. And so this and all this is over in this section of the room. Also have our whiteboard over here. Again, if I have a number of people coming for labs into this classroom, you can see I can have at least, two comfortable 8-foot desks over here, and then somewhere between 1 to 2 8-foot desks over here. Maybe 3 people per 8-person desk, and that's 9 or 10 people I can have a class with, basically be able to do those full labs with all of the Arduino components and things. Beyond this main large room here, if we go over here, we have a nice storage room, so this will be valuable. This is about a 60 square foot room, and so what's going to happen over here is I'm going to put some shelves up, and so this will have the spare computers, this will have the spare networking equipment, like larger type equipment, right? Computers, monitors, switches, routers, that kind of thing. That stuff will be in here. And the nice part is, then since it has a door, I can actually shut this and lock this. So if for some reason I was letting somebody use this room that's while I'm not here, it feels a little bit more secure that people probably aren't going to walk away with those things. The other thing too is we do have our server room. So if we come over here, this is just a tiny little room. Use it for some storage and for like some server equipment and all of that kind of thing. Again, it's kind of nice having these additional small tiny rooms off to the side because it gives me like a storage type environment. And so this is what our room looks like. We do still have windows. We lost one window in the move, but we still have 3 windows. One of the cool things here is if we look out, we'll notice this is actually looking over a much smaller road. So if you ever listen to my videos in the past and you hear fire trucks and you hear the buskers and you hear a lot of stuff going on outside, the reason is on the other side of the building, it was a very major road with one of the major parks in front. Here, this is a lot quieter area. So I guess you probably heard that dog barking. You probably heard that little corgi thing barking down there, but we might hear some dog barking, but otherwise it should be relatively quiet. And so I'm very, very excited about this. We can now actually try to prove the Silicon Dojo concept. Yep, this is the moment. Again, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing with aspirational entrepreneurs, or wantrepreneurs, as some people snarkily call them, is you can sit there and you can talk and you can talk and you can talk about what you're going to do. But, it's not until you actually actually try to make it work and you find out if anybody cares. One of the valuable things for you folks, anybody who is actually giving to Donor Box, is you do have to realize while I am building out Silicon Dojo, I really am also trying to improve the overall technology community around me. So one of the things is the very first meetup that's going to be in this room is not actually a Silicon Dojo meetup. The Google developer. So there's a Google developer meetup here in Asheville, North Carolina, and they are actually going to be doing their meetup tonight at like 6 or 6:30. So that's one thing too to realize when you're giving me money in order to try to make Silicon Dojo successful. When I think about the dojo, I really am thinking about the larger community, not simply how can I have an office space or a big TV or whatever else, but how can we create something that is valuable to the other folks around. So we're having the Google developers are coming here tonight to do a meetup, and then I already talked with somebody else. There's another technology meetup that will probably be using this area too. So that's the thing. It's like a force multiplier, right? If I have an office and I only use it for Silicon Dojo, that only allows Silicon Dojo to be successful. If I have an office and Silicon Dojo uses it and the Google people use it and other meetups use it, then that provides a value for the entire community. Again, which is basically how my mind naively works with all of this kind of stuff. So anyways, I guess that's about all I have to say. Again, if you are in Asheville, North Carolina, or if you're coming this way, do make sure to go and click and have a little meeting with me and come and see what Silicon Dojo actually looks like. I would love for the people that are throwing some money into the pot to really see what they're helping to pay for. And with that, I'm going to finish cleaning some stuff up, and then I'm actually going, again, to just understand how I'm trying to work with the tech community here. Literally this afternoon, after lunch, I'm going and I'm actually seeing about becoming a board member for a nonprofit technology, no. Anyways, words. I'm going to be talking with people about becoming a board member for a technology nonprofit in the area. So what I'm doing can help support them, and what they're doing can help support me, and we build a community. It is not about whether or not I succeed. If I am a gazillionaire surrounded by people that are starving to death, that's not very fun. At least I don't think so. I think we should be trying to build up the entire community that's around us. And that's what your support is allowing me to try to do. So with that, thank you again very much for your help in what I'm doing here. And I will see you all again at a class, at one of the meetups, or again, if you guys want to just drop by and say hello and see what's going on here. See y'all later.